I would like to thank you, the organizer, Andres, and Natasha also, for helping me organize myself to come to here. I'm going to just introduce one of our recent projects we started in September. It's about developing mulching films based on biodegradable, compostable materials. And I included active packaging. I am going to say a few words about that project also. I'm from Hacettepe University. It's a real Hacettepe University fellow because this is my 42nd year already. Biyomedtek is an interface between industry and academia, developed by Hacettepe University. We have a number of participants, SMEs, especially one big zone, SME zone in Ankara. They have more than 3,000 SMEs, so they are one of the founders of Biyomedtek. Naksan is the supporter of this project. We have a program in Turkish Ministry of Science, Technology, Industry. This is a new name. It used to be Ministry of Industry only. We changed very recently. They have a program. They support academical research, but you have to have a collaborator from industry. So it's important to have a support from industry. It's mandatory, actually. Naksan is a huge group of people. Government releases every year the rank of the companies or private sector paying the tax, the highest tax. They are on the 4th level, so it's quite important. They are #1 producing plastic films mainly for packaging and also including mulching films. We have a group of people from different disciplines, from different universities in this project. Let me make some general remarks, just heat you up for today's. We use fossil fuels for the production of polymeric materials. But unfortunately, we use most of these fossil fuels for energy production. And we are burning a part of it instead of producing polymeric materials. You see, only 3% we use the fossil fuels to produce polymers. It's pity because you can imagine that China is developing very rapidly. You can think that everybody in China driving their own cars instead of public transport. They already started. And you can add the India also. So they are almost half of the population of the world. And we're really burning the fossil fuel. It will finish soon, most probably. But we don't know when. We need new resources for energy and also especially for polymers. Actually, we are producing a huge amount of polymers, and the cost of the commodity plastics that we use today, which is related to our project, is about $1 per pound or per kilogram. We are producing more than 200 million tons every year, so it's a huge amount. We use them a lot, and especially consumption rate is very high, more than 100 kilograms per person per year. It means that we have a polymer waste, which is very important. And there are lots of environmental concerns, which is increasing. We need effective waste management strategies using biodegradable polymers that I'm going to come to that point also. Let me introduce Turkey. And the earthquake was in the east part near, unfortunately, happened 7.2. It was very unfortunate. And the population is 70 million, and it's increasing rapidly because we have a government, the prime minister, saying that each family should have minimum 3 children. So it means that we're going to increase the number soon. there was an announcement a few days ago. A construction company was saying that if the families buy the houses from them, if they promise to have 3 children, they will make a 30% reduction. So the population will 4 children is better, maybe, I don't know, the minimum cheaper maybe. So most of the people lives in big cities. Istanbul is a huge city, more than 50 million. And we have a lot of problems in the big cities. Solid waste is more than 20 million tons per year. And it's interesting, if you compare Turkey with the world, we are using many of the commodity plastics for packaging and agriculture. If you compare, it's much higher than the world averages, which is important because they cause the main solid or plastic waste today in Turkey. We need it because we export a lot of agricultural products. It should be hygienic, so we packed almost everything. Small pieces of sugars even in the plastic packaging. It's dangerous because if you look, the expected life of the polymers that we use, commodity polymers, we use packaging and mulching, is less than 1 year. So we just throw them to the earth. And the percent of plastics in total consumption in Turkey is almost 20%. And there are different strategies we apply in Turkey. Recycling is good, but we prefer, this is the topic that I'm going to talk also, composting. Recycling, using composting approaches is a good recycling technique. And we use composting technology because we use lactic acid and starch. You're going to see in the project. We are trying to make them compostable products. So it's important for us, but there is using polylactic acid, we have a disadvantage in composting media. I'm going to mention it. And composting reduces significantly. There are advantages. I'm just going to go very fast. You can use less fertilizer. You prevent some plant diseases. Water consumption, erosion is less. Increases soil quality, product yield, and product quality. Technologies exist, of course. It's not widely used in Turkey yet, but most probably we're going to use more. Investment costs may be a problem. Pre-selection is needed in most cases. Incineration is another waste management strategy, but it may be dangerous because the plastic waste mix because of this disposable of fast foods. Turkey is a young population. They like McDonald's and other fast foods feeding system. So we have a lot of plastic waste and mixed with organics, and incineration may be difficult and dangerous. Landfilling is, of course, widely used in Turkey. Dumping, not cemetery fields, because it's expensive. Dumping is the method that we use today. Let me come to mulching films. This is a mulching film taken from the literature, not our product yet. You just cover the land with a plastic film. Today's low-density polyethylene, we will see. And this is the strategy how you apply mulching film cycle. You just put on the ground, and it takes a season to take off. If you look at the films, what happens, you can send them composting units if it is compostable. But if it is not compostable, biodegradable, you just landfill it. There are very positive points. You can do early planting days. Turkey is an agricultural-based country, so we have a lot of agricultural area. Some of them need some extra work. Mulching film works there. Planting hot weather is possible if you use mulching films. In the south of Turkey, the weather is so hot in the summer. I'm just saying that if you want to come to Turkey, don't come to summertime to the south. You just can find another time. Soil moisture, you can use much less water. Weed management, weeds affect a lot negatively, so weed management is easier. We use drip irrigation. You prevent soil compaction, therefore you don't need to remove the weeds and reduce negative effects of weather condition on your production. You get a much higher quality and yield.